What's up, everybody? We're back. We're strong. We're finna get this workout. We're here in the balcony, live and direct, and we're finna get this workout. So let's go in it. No further ado. This is what the equipment requirements. Shout out to Iron Fidel for hooking up with the bands. We'll be utilizing all these in order to get this fat pump. This right here, and the size depends on the resistance that you're gonna get. Being this full body workout, the bigger bands are gonna be for the legs. And the medium to small ones are going to be focused on the biceps, triceps, and everything else. Have to have a bottle of water with you. Have to have something to wipe the sweat from because we're going to be working up the sweat. What I don't finish here, which you guys don't see, I will kind of like do like a third part if I have to. But this was at another location where my mom's apartment would be much easier because it has a whole full playground with things I can, has a hardware, not hardware, but it has concrete, so I can utilize the ground much more than this playground that I have here because it's like mulch. So I can't get a good grip, I can't do a push up, I can't do pull ups because the playground here sucks, and the gym's closed. So that's why we're here. So without further ado, there's gonna be basic movements. You hear it and you see it everywhere. There's push-ups, pull-ups. Push-ups, sit-ups. We're gonna do some ab work, but primarily we're gonna do upper body focus, and then we'll do the legs. So here we go. Further ado, we're gonna do work the triceps, and with that, we're gonna focus on contracting them under um, small room. The least room you give the triceps, the better. Um, but the more chances the room to push, the easier. Your tricep distension, you want to keep those elbows tucked in, and you want to keep them down. You want to keep them tucked in, flex all the way down. It goes with any tricep movement. You always want to keep the elbows parallel, tucked in, but not too tucked in. But you want to keep them parallel, straight, but always close near the lat. All right here. Pull down, pull down, push down. It goes with a pull, push, anything for that matter. When you're doing triceps, you practically just want to flex down. So right now, we're doing the diamond push-ups. For this set, we're going to be doing, sorry, like out the camera pan here. So I would say just for warm up, we're gonna do 3 sets of 8. Okay. Without further ado, let's get it. Okay. So I'm gonna do 3 sets of 10. You guys can do 2 sets. 3 sets of 8 or 3 sets of 12. So anyway, we're trying to stay in the 10 to 12 rep range and 3 sets, 3 to 4 sets. But just for the warm up to get the blood in the pump, blood in the muscles, we're going to be focusing on the the motion at hand and stick within the 8 to 12 rep range and 3 sets. Okay. Now, here comes this. We're gonna go back to abs and put on the chest, but here we are doing the tricep extension. Bear with me, because I have not set it up out here, but I set it up inside. So we're gonna work out this together. Oops. Trying to angle the camera. Okay. So if you have anything near you, just take, if you take anything out of this video, take the ability to make anything out of your situation. You might not have this setup. You might not have all this stuff that I have here, but you will make do what you have. You see me in the camera? Okay. We're on the wing here. I'm gonna do 2 sets of 20 with that. Yeah. Time I'm gonna be on the ground. I get better contraction that way. Wide grip. And I'm gonna try a small grip because I'm trying to. You can tweak it, but I prefer a wide grip. I wanna go on the outer part of the tricep. So 80 minutes in, we worked the triceps. This is, tricep extension, standing and sitting, overhead, and we did the triceps on the push exercise. Now we're going to attack the chest. I'm gonna hit the biceps. We want to stretch out. We're gonna do a 5-minute breather. Then we're gonna stretch out, breathe deep. So kind of like a yoga or yogistic. I made that word up. Infringement. I'll copyright my shit. Get all that air out. We're gonna continue on with working our way from the top to the bottom, and that's a total workout, total full body workout. All right. Let's see. So now that we have that, I'm going to do say 50 to 100 push-ups. Some people do 1,000, some do 500, some do 250. My advice to you guys would be work your way up. Like me and like many other people, you had to work their way up to get where they are now. So they're putting out videos like, oh, do 50 to 100, but do as much as you can and do a little more. So let's say if your max is 10 and you're a much heavier person or much smaller person just starting out, do 15 and have weekly goals, you know, have obtainable and ones that are less obtainable, but nonetheless, they're still they're still there for you to achieve to. It's not impossible. They're still possible goals. It's just you have to exceed in order to keep that mindset of you have to always chase something that is greater and bigger in person. This which is going to make yourself a much more fit, active, and stronger person, mentally and physically. So, yeah. 55. I'm gonna try to tackle another 50. Call that chest finished, and then work on sit-ups. And well, before I hit the sit-ups, I want to breathe. Do the breathe exercise. Going to the next workout, which is the abs. I want to work midsection, obliques, um, midsection, obliques, and other parts of the muscle. I know I'm all over the camera. This is such a preferred angle, but nonetheless, we're gonna get into this. I know people say, "Oh, those are half push-ups," bro. If I was to go back to the footage after this is all over with, I went as down as possible and as up as possible in a fast, efficient way that I can, that I reach my goal. That doesn't mean there's an excuse be sloppy or have bad form or don't complete full range of motion. No, that means um, that means I had to do all my push-ups according to how I feel. I'm very long, so I have to make up for that. Like, nonetheless, I'm not going to do. If somebody see 1,000 push-ups, 500 push-ups, anything that has to do with a large sum of push-ups, no one's going to do full range motion all the way up and all the way down. You're gonna get a good 85 to 95% full range of motion. Whew. Whew. What makes it more hellish is the weather. I'm outside now, and it's still muggy. And I have asthma. I shouldn't be doing this, but the weather doesn't kill you makes you stronger. It's all in the mind. Whew. Ugh. All right, let's do this. If I don't do 50, I'm gonna work my way up to getting that full 100. So I might take two. And it's the same thing with you. It might apply. You might blow me out the water. I'm not here in competition. I'm here to coach people, such as if I was to look at myself for motivation and inspiration, so people that can obtain this and more, I would like you guys to tune in, as well as people that are not equipped, um, to say mentally and physically to do this workout. This is something dumb simple. You can do it yourself. You can do it in your room. You don't necessarily have to be in the environment that I'm in right now. But I'm utilizing what I have to get the job done. And I advise you guys to do the same thing if you want to see results. So without further ado, let's get this 50, baby. Let's get this money. I'm gonna do full range of motion for y'all. Whew. So like I said, because of it being so muggy out here and late in the day now, my body's starting to die down, but fuck that. We're gonna keep going. We don't work for excuses. We're gonna keep pushing. Asthma's starting to kick up a little bit, but we're gonna push through this shit and get it done together. I don't want nobody saying, "Oh, it's not obtainable because you have this, that." Bro, you gotta do what you gotta do out here. It's a war. You think they're gonna be holding up on you with a pistol, rifle, anything in your head? You gotta train for this. The world doesn't let up for nobody. So, have 20 down. Let's get this 30 before we lose this pump. But whew, it was pink as a towel. But we are now going into a breathing exercise and taking these things off. Whew, I sound like a bitch right now. Oh god, a fat motherfucker. But here, here we go. We're 19 minutes in, and we are moving on to the end of the video. I mean, not so, because we still have to do our abs, legs, and all that. But I'm going to do all of that, so don't get it twisted. I'm not gonna just flake on y'all. What I'm finna do is I'm going to speed everything up. So just so you guys can get a gist, I'm not gonna do everything in totality, but I will be doing everything fast and focus on the form, range of motion, and the principle of the workout. Not necessarily, oh, you didn't do all the reps that you said. Who really does? You know, you see videos that show you the things. You don't sit there. If not, they do half or all of it, and then they speed up the rest. So that's what we're gonna do in this video, because we're 19 minutes in. We gotta speed this up. Water, man. It's essential. All right, man. Peace, everybody. All my females, all my males, everybody out there. I love y'all. See y'all in the third part of this video, in the installment. And hope to see some engagement. Hop in the comment sections. You know, I'm seeing views, I'm seeing likes, but I want to see engagement. I want to see y'all in this with me. You feel me? All right.